Happy day, children. How are you all today? Yes, I hope you are all fine. So today we are going to see about the topic chapter 5, acids, bases and salts. Okay, acid, bases and salts. So let us get into the lesson. Acid, bases and salt. So we have already discussed in the class about in previous what are acids, what are bases, and you have given many examples about acids which are occurring in nature, in food items, and bases, the substance which are found at home. Everything you have we have discussed in the during class time. So next, acids is a chemical substance that has a sour taste. Example, lemon, curd, vinegar, and orange taste sour because of the presence of acid in them. Apart from these, we have also discussed more examples in the classroom. Acidic substances or the substances that contain acid in them. Natural acids or the acids that occur in nature. For example, acids which are found in fruits are called as natural acids. Next, bases. A chemical substance that has a bitter taste and soapy texture. Example, bleach. It is bleaching powder. Okay, where we are using for it's an antibacterial agent for all the criteria. Now we are using these kind of powder because of the pandemic. Right, this bleaching powder, the white color powder, then ammonia, washing powder, and soap. Bases are also called as alkaline. Basic substances or the substances that contain a base in them. So in here, I want to explain it. What are acids? That is how you will identify that acidic substances contain acid in them. That is, acid contains H plus, that is hydrogen ion in their compound. Example, HCl. These are all mineral acids. Okay, if hydrogen is present, then we can call it as HCl acid, hydrochloric acid. Then H2SO4. So here also hydrogen is present. Am I right? So sulfuric acid. And then if we are going for the fruits, okay, or we can you take a vinegar. Example, CH3COOH. So the chemical formula for acetic acid, that is which is present in the vinegar. So this is called acetic acid. So here also we can able to see the hydrogen ion, hydrogen atoms. That is totally 3, this plus 1, 4. So that is the compounds. Okay, how we can tell that that is an acid? That is the compounds which has the presence of hydrogen ion. So these are called acids. Okay, then how do you identify that? The basic substances. In that basic substances, what all the what ions will be present in it? So as you all know, the bases are soapy in texture, that is it will be slippery. Okay, so here in basic substances, mainly OH ions, OH minus ion, that is OH is called as hydroxyl ions. Okay, hydroxyl ion. Okay, so here, if it is a basic substance, if you're taking a washing powder or soap or bleaching, anything else, you will be getting, if it is NaOH. NaOH is the that is the compound which will be added in the detergent powder. Okay, so here OH is there, no hydroxide. So we can call it as hydroxide. Separately, we can call it as hydroxyl group. So NaOH is sodium hydroxide. If it is KOH, potassium hydroxide. Okay, so don't worry about these kind of compound names and all. Okay, I'll be giving you the main elements and its symbols for your learning. Okay, so that it will be easy for you. So one by one we can enter into all the compound names also. Next, examples of acids and bases. So name of the acid, acetic acid, it is found in vinegar. Formic acid, it is found in ant sting, not only ant sting, in honeybee sting, in this one, Scorpio sting, okay. Centipede sting, what do you mean centipede? Purans, okay, centipede. So if it is all these, if it bites, we'll be getting irritation, pain, numbness sometimes, and then swelling. Yes or no, sometimes it may leads to a poisonous also, okay. So citric acid, citrus fruits such as oranges and lemons, etc. Lactic acid, curd. Oxalic acid is spinach. All kinds of greens. Ascorbic acid, amla and citrus fruits. Tartaric acid, tamarind, grapes, unripe mangoes. Okay, all the acids are mentioned above occur in nature. So these are all the acids which are found in nature, or we can say that which are found in food items. So what are the natural occurring acids? If the question is asked, means what you will write? Acetic acid, formic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, oxalic acid, ascorbic acid, tartaric acid. Okay. So acetic acid, formic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, oxalic acid, ascorbic acid, tartaric acid. So in which food items it is found? So these are all the list items which is given here. So acetic acid, vinegar, formic acid, ant sting, citric acid, citrus fruits, lactic acid, curd, oxalic acid, spinach, ascorbic acid, amla, tartaric acid, tamarind. Okay. So now the next one. Coming to the bases, name of the bases, calcium hydroxide. As I told, hydroxide means OH group. Here OH will come. Calcium hydroxide present in lime water. You will all like lime juice, no? So that is lime water. Ammonium hydroxide, window cleaner, like colons and other things we are having, no, for sprayer, for cleaning the windows and other glasses, and also ammonium hydroxide, window cleaner. Sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, it is present in the soap. Because of that only we are getting foams. What do you mean foams? Once if you are washing our clothes, we will be getting that white color bubbles and all. No, that is called foams. Okay. Then magnesium hydroxide. It is milk of magnesia. So this will be present in ant acid syrup. What do you mean ant acid? Suppose if you are having any acidity or heartburn, I think you will be aware about it, and you are very well aware about like Eno, is a no in the advertisement. So in that things, and also in order to equalize the acid, so this magnesium hydroxide is used. So that magnesium hydroxide is found in milk of magnesia, in all gelycol syrups, other kinds of antacid syrups. Okay, so in order to prevent that, in order to treat the acidity, in order to stop the acidity, we will be having some syrups. No, so in all these things, this magnesium hydroxide base is present. The next one, indicators. So what are indicators? An indicator is a substance that can determine if another substance is acidic or basic in nature. That is the substance which we are able to identify whether the thing is acidic or a basic in nature. As I already told you, acidic has H plus ions, that is hydrogen, and basic has OH minus ion. Okay, that is hydroxyl ion. Okay, so with this, we will complete our lesson today. So what we have learned, I have told about you what are acids, what are bases, and then what are the naturally occurring acids, and what are the naturally occurring bases. And here I want to give you some example about that is the acids which we are using in laboratory. How can we get it? The acids which we are occurring in a food items are organic acids. The acids which we are getting or which we are using in the laboratory, chemistry laboratory, are called as inorganic acids or called as mineral acids. That is the acid which we can obtain from the rocks and other sources. Okay, so that is called inorganic acids or mineral acids. Example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, like that. Okay, so these are the main examples of mineral acids. And in the coming higher classes, when you're going for 10th standard, the same lesson you're going to learn about this acid, base, and salts in deeper manner. Okay, so up to this, we have seen about what are the characteristics of acid, what are the characteristics of bases, and examples of acids and examples of bases. Okay, so in the coming classes, we'll be doing with the activity on indicators. So first, we are going to prepare a indicator, turmeric paper indicator strip. And then after follow-up of the activity, we are going to collect 10 samples that which I have listed in the Google Classroom. Okay, already have listed in the Google Classroom. So that you have to be ready before coming for the classes. So that whichever the available things you are having, we can check the solution or check the samples, whether it is acidic or basic in nature. Okay, thank you, children.